Before you text her again, here's what you need to know. Stoicism. Stoic love. Let me ask you something, my friend. Are you holding your phone right now, your thumb hovering over her name, your heart racing with 100 thoughts swirling around? Maybe you're thinking, should I just send one more message? Perhaps you're hoping for a response, or maybe you're just searching for that fleeting sense of calm. But here's the thing. Before you press send, pause, take a deep breath and listen closely. What you're about to do isn't just about texting her. This moment holds something far greater. It's about who you become when your message goes unanswered. It's about who you are when the silence becomes deafening. It's about who you choose to be when the flood of emotions hits, but your inner strength whispers, wait. Right now, you're standing at a crossroads. You can choose to chase, you can react, or you can choose to rise. You can embrace dignity over desperation, stillness over chaos, and strength over the desire for validation. Remember, this isn't just about her. This is about reclaiming your peace, restoring your self-worth, and becoming the kind of man who doesn't need someone else's response to feel valued. Before you reach out again, let's take a moment to reflect, not as strangers, but as men walking this path together. Let's get to the heart of the matter. True love is not about seeking validation from others, but about realizing the strength that comes from within. Number 1. The real reason you can't stop texting her. You can't stop texting her. Before you text her again, there's something deeper you need to understand. That ache in your chest, the tightness in your throat, the constant loop of thoughts that swirl around in your head. It's more than just a desire to reach out. You might feel like if you don't text her, you'll explode. It's as if the weight of that silence is unbearable. But here's the truth behind those emotions. Your mind is craving closure. It's searching for something to quiet the storm of uncertainty inside you. And it thinks that a message from her might be the answer. The truth? You already know deep down that no single text or reply is going to bring that peace. Yet, in your mind, it feels like it will. The feeling of urgency to text isn't a weakness. It's simply human nature. Your brain is wired to seek comfort. And when that comfort is attached to another person, like her, it creates a cycle of dependence. That need to reach out to connect is not about her, but about your own inner turmoil. Your brain thinks that maybe, just maybe, her response will calm your nerves, give you reassurance, make everything feel right again. But if we're honest, we all know that's not how it works. Chasing reassurance through someone else only feeds the need for it. The more you seek comfort from her, the more you place your peace in her hands, and the more you lose yourself. Every time you reach out from a place of need or desperation, you're giving away your emotional autonomy, handing her the keys to your inner peace. In that moment, it's hard to see it, isn't it? You feel like you're just trying to fix things, trying to make it better. But the Stoic way offers a different perspective. Real strength isn't about fixing or altering the situation externally. It's about facing it. It's about embracing the discomfort, the silence, and the uncertainty. It's about sitting with that ache and not needing someone else to soothe it for you. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, said it with brutal honesty. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Her response, her attention, her affection, they are beyond your control. They always will be. The only thing that's truly yours to command is your reaction, your breath, and your choices. So the next time you feel that familiar panic rising, your fingers hovering over your phone, take a moment. Pause. Not because you're trying to play a game, but because you've come to realize the most important person you need to respond to is not her, but yourself. Find strength in stillness. Find power in not needing to fix it. You are not defined by her reply. You are defined by how you choose to face this moment and let it pass without losing yourself in the process. This lesson from Stoicism is not just about love, but about life itself. It's about controlling what you can, yourself, and letting go of the rest. When you do this, you reclaim your peace and your power. So next time, Ask yourself, what would it feel like to be at peace without needing anything from her? How strong would you be if you no longer depended on someone else to make you feel whole? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Comment below and share your perspective. Number 2. What your silence really says to her. So you've done it. You've resisted the urge to reach for your phone and send that text. Good. You've paused, and in that pause, you've discovered something important. That moment of stillness isn't a sign of weakness. It's a demonstration of power. Here's a truth you may not realize immediately. Silence is never empty. It speaks volumes, louder than any words you could have ever sent. When you stop chasing, she notices. When your name doesn't flash across her screen, when her phone remains still, her mind begins to wander. She'll wonder why you haven't reached out. What changed? Is he over me? Does he not care anymore? Human nature is wired to notice what is absent. We naturally crave what seems distant, what is pulled away. The silence you hold creates an absence in her life, and that absence becomes a mirror. It reflects her own thoughts, her own curiosity, and yes, even her own regrets. She starts wondering what happened, why you're not rushing in. But don't confuse the silence for manipulation. This isn't a game to make her chase you. No, silence is about mastering yourself. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. What does that mean in this context? It means you're not reacting in chaos. You're not rushing to send a desperate text, begging for attention, or trying to prove your worth. You're standing firm in your composure, centered and unmoved by the distractions of the moment. This is Stoicism in action. You're showing that your self-respect, your peace of mind, and your sense of value do not rise or fall based on her response. That's a rare thing. Most people cave when faced with uncertainty. They give in to the pull of their emotions, trying to fill that void with empty words or frantic actions. But not you. Not now. Your silence is a powerful demonstration of discipline, dignity, and strength. It is a quiet confidence that cannot be swayed by external circumstances. It shows her that you are emotionally resilient, that you are at peace with yourself. You don't need to make noise to be heard. In fact, sometimes the most powerful message is saying nothing at all. Whether she admits it or not, she feels it. She feels the gravity of your silence. It's a reflection of your strength, your maturity, and your unwavering sense of self-worth. And that, my friend, is magnetic. So let your silence speak volumes, not with bitterness, not with pride, but with calm, unshakable self-respect. When you learn to master your emotions, when you no longer need validation to feel complete, you will become a man she will never forget. So, the next time you're tempted to text her again, remember this: sometimes the most powerful action you can take is to do nothing. Let your silence speak for you, loud and clear. If you're still here, you're ahead of the game. Most men never reach this point. Comment below. I choose calm over chaos. Let your silence speak for you. Number 3. How to master your emotions and love. In your silence, you find power. In your restraint, you claim mastery over your emotions. Every time you resist the impulse to text her, every time you feel that emotional surge but choose stillness, you are doing more than holding back. You are taking back control. You are making a powerful statement without saying a word. I control how I feel. My peace belongs to me. It's not hers to give or take away. This is no small feat. It is the turning point where the boy who seeks validation becomes the man who knows his worth. He understands that emotions are signals, not orders. He understands that silence is not emptiness. It is a conscious, empowering choice. He understands that today's struggles do not define who he will be tomorrow. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, wisely said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Reflect on that. Much of what you're feeling right now, the anxiety, the second-guessing, the restless wondering, isn't the result of what she has done, but what you're imagining. You're conjuring worst-case scenarios, reading between non-existent lines, creating storms in your mind when the reality is much quieter. The truth? Nothing in this moment is worth your peace if you can see it for what it is. It's a mere test of your emotional strength, and you, my friend, are winning. Next time your fingers start inching toward your phone, next time the voice in your head whispers, just send one more text, just check in. Pause, breathe. In that moment, that simple act of restraint is not a sign of weakness. It's a display of strength. You are rewiring your nervous system, retraining yourself to respond, not react. You're building your emotional resilience, brick by brick, with each calm, deliberate decision you make. This is transformation in action. This is how the man of wisdom emerges from the man of fear. You no longer live driven by panic. You live by principle. No longer do you beg for peace because you are actively building it in your life. And in a world where most men react impulsively, you are the one who stands still with wisdom, patience, and self-control. So be proud of every moment you choose peace over panic. You are becoming the man who responds with wisdom, the one who knows his worth and has the strength to act from a place of calm. In this silence, you are building a future that is rooted in self-mastery. And that is the most powerful thing you can do. Comment below. I am the man who chooses peace, not panic. If you found this valuable, like, share, and subscribe for more wisdom to transform your life. Number 4. Desperation versus discipline. What's your choice? At this very moment, you're standing at a crossroads. Every time that temptation rises, urging you to reach out, to send that text, to relieve the pressure in your chest, you face a choice, desperation or discipline. And let me tell you, this choice defines not only your relationship with her, but your relationship with yourself. Desperation is loud and messy. It claws your peace, fills you with anxiety, and urges you to act impulsively. It convinces you that if you just send one more text, if you say the perfect words, maybe, just maybe, she'll come back to you. But here's the harsh reality. Desperation never draws people closer. Instead, it pushes them away. It's that anxious energy that seeps through every message, every just checking in, every late-night text that you immediately regret. You felt it, haven't you? That feeling of being out of control, that inner panic that says, I must act now, or I'll be forgotten. The energy of desperation is palpable, and trust me, no matter how dressed up it looks, it's repellent. But then there's discipline. Discipline is quiet strength. It's patient. It doesn't beg, it doesn't chase, and it certainly doesn't need to be validated. Discipline stands firm in its values, even when emotions tempt you to stray. It's the calm in the storm, the man who feels deeply but chooses to act in alignment with his higher self, not his fleeting emotions. Discipline shifts your energy. It transforms your presence. Your posture improves, your words slow down, and you no longer need to gain anything. You are focused on who you are becoming, not on what you need from others. That command of self, that's what earns respect, not just from her, but from the world around you. Seneca once said, "He is most powerful who has power over himself." Let that sink in. The power you wield when you can control your emotions and actions is unmatched. Desperation hands over your strength, leaving you vulnerable. But when you act with discipline, you declare to the world, I am enough. You stop chasing. You begin creating a life so rich in value that others, especially her, feel privileged to be a part of it. Desperation is rooted in lack, a belief that something is missing. Discipline comes from a place of fullness. Desperation is emotional debt, while discipline is emotional wealth. And here's the key lesson most men overlook. Discipline isn't about pretending you don't care. It's about choosing not to act on emotions that don't serve you. It's about resisting the urge to break under pressure, about standing firm in your values, even when it's hard, even when it hurts. It's about mastering yourself in the silence and letting the power of your self-control speak volumes. So, I ask you now, in this moment of decision, which path are you walking? Because the choice you make, desperation or discipline, will determine the life you build. One builds instability and regret, while the other builds strength and self-respect. The question is, which one are you choosing today? Let me know what you think. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep this conversation going. Choose discipline, not desperation. Comment below with "I choose discipline." Like, share, and subscribe for more wisdom. Number 5. Why chasing her only pushes her away. You've already learned the value of discipline over desperation, but now let's dive deeper into something even more profound. The truth is that chasing her does not bring her closer. In fact, it drives her away. It's a paradox, isn't it? You care about her deeply. You want to fix things. Your mind tells you that if you just keep showing her how much she means to you, she'll come around. So you text her again and again. You explain things she never even mentioned. You apologize for things that weren't even your fault, all in the hopes that she'll notice and appreciate your efforts. But here's the hard truth. The more you chase, the more she pulls away. It's like trying to catch water with a tightly clenched fist. The harder you squeeze, the faster it slips away. Chasing carries a hidden message, even when you don't speak it aloud. My happiness depends on you. And let me tell you, this energy doesn't feel like love. It feels like pressure. It feels heavy, needy, and suffocating. And whether she consciously acknowledges it or not, she feels that pressure and instinctively steps back. The attraction you're hoping to build needs space. It needs mystery. It requires room to breathe in order to grow. But when you chase, you take away that precious space. This is where the Stoics were right, and where we can learn from them today. Closeness can't be forced. It can only be invited. When you stop chasing and let go, something remarkable happens. The silence becomes noticeable. She begins to feel the shift. She starts wondering, why isn't he reaching out anymore? Did he move on? Is he over it? And suddenly, you've gone from being predictable to mysterious, from anxious to anchored. But here's the key. You didn't stop chasing to manipulate her. You stopped because you finally realized something vital. You are not meant to beg for connection. You are meant to stand firm in your own worth, to let those who recognize your value come forward of their own volition. So let go. Let her feel your absence. Let her sit with the silence. Let her notice the shift in energy. Because when you stop chasing, you create space, not just for her to reflect, but for yourself to rise. You are reclaiming your peace, your dignity, and your strength. Number 6. Becoming the man she can't shake. You've made the conscious decision to stop chasing. You've chosen stillness over desperation. This isn't just a temporary change. This is the beginning of the most powerful shift in your life. Now, let's dive into what it truly means to embody this transformation and become the kind of man who leaves a lasting impression. A man she can't shake. Here's a hard truth that most men overlook. Women aren't drawn to chaos. They don't find appeal in frantic energy, in begging for attention, or in pleading for validation. What truly attracts them is a man who is steady, a man who is grounded, who feels deeply, but moves with calm resolve. Not because he's cold, but because he has learned to master his emotions and not let them dictate his actions. Picture this. You are a mountain. The storm rages, thunder crashes, rain pours, winds howl. Yet, the mountain stands unmoved, unbothered, unshaken. That's who you are now. You're not immune to emotions. You still feel deeply, but you are no longer ruled by them. You've gained control. You understand that true strength is found in your ability to stand tall, no matter the chaos around you. Why does this matter? Because most men, they crumble. They react impulsively. They spiral when they don't hear back from a message or when things don't go their way. They let every unread text unravel their sense of self. But you've chosen to rise above that. You've made the conscious decision to act from a place of inner peace rather than panic. This shift isn't just about how you act when she's around. It's about how you act when she's not. It's about your ability to choose yourself over the need for external validation. The shift from proving your worth to simply knowing it. When you understand your own value, you stop chasing for validation. You no longer need to beg for attention or reassurance. You have already earned your place. You carry your calmness like armor, your dignity like a crown. It's not for show, it's because you've earned it. And here's the powerful part. When she looks at you now, she may not say it out loud, but she feels it. She senses the difference in you. She sees that this isn't the same man who once sent frantic texts late into the night, seeking answers and clarity. This is a man who stands firmly in his own peace, a man who leads himself with confidence, a man who doesn't need her to feel whole. You've become the mountain. And that presence, the calm, the steadiness, the emotional control, it doesn't just attract her, it creates a life for you that you are proud to stand in, regardless of whether or not she's part of it. This shift is not just for her, it's for you. And it starts right now. This is your moment to embody Stoic love, to move with strength, grace, and unshakable self-belief. Comment below, I am the mountain and nothing shakes me. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe for more wisdom on Stoicism and the power of self-mastery. Hey there, and thank you for tuning in today. Before you rush to text her again, take a moment to reflect. Ask yourself, is this coming from fear or is it coming from strength, from insecurity or from self-respect? Because what you're really building here isn't just about holding off on sending that message. It's about becoming the kind of man who doesn't need to chase after peace because you already embody it. The kind of man who doesn't beg to be chosen because you've already chosen yourself. Remember, your power, your value, and your peace of mind, they've always been within you. And no one, not her, not the past, not your emotions, gets to take that from you again. So, if this message resonated with you, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below with, I am in control of myself. Say it for you. Say it for the man you're becoming. If you're ready to continue this journey of calm strength and quiet confidence, thank you for being here at Stoic Horizon today. Stay strong, stay grounded, and until next time, keep cultivating your inner strength. See you in the next video.